Yes, guys, what's going on today? Immunity Schirru. If you're looking for a Schirru deck that is an awful lot of fun and you can absolutely school your opponents with, this is it. It's not the most competitive Schirru deck. It's an alternative to the Gord and Sheldon lists that have been very popular for very long now. And the idea being is we're playing as many uninteractive carryover cards as possible, such as our Agitators. Even this Ryhad Saboteur, as bad as it is, we're including this. We've got our Circle of Lives, and we've got the Milver. We have the Gabor and the Synthesis. Idea being we're just going to hopefully, and of course All God too, we're going to hopefully use all our carryover on our immune cards, which Schirru in many ways is immune as well, because your opponent can't interact with the carryover on Schirru. Very awkward. Is it? Oh dear, don't say that. Anyway, we're going to carry on. And yeah, the deck's a lot of fun. It's certainly not the best version of Schirru, but honestly, against Skellige, for example, like, you can just go for an opponent. So this Saboteur, your target is Schirru. And Milver actually gets quite a lot of value in this deck as well, because you play Milver early. She gets buffed off your leader by 1 point. And we're playing a decent amount of dwarfs as well, so Gabor should see some decent value. Ideally, I would also include Pyrotechnicians and Skirmishers, but I mean, obviously, you're limited to the amount of those sorts of cards you can include. I went for Double Thunder in the end. You could just ditch the Archer. You could go for like Double Skirmisher and a 7. But there's nothing that really tickled our fancy in at 7, to be completely honest. So I just ended up going for Double Thunder and this Archer is just a backup option for the Saboteur. So there's an Archer, there's Ida, there's Schirru. Ida's basically just like an Elven Pella, which is really bad when you really think about it. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. She's just to deal with the defenders and stuff like that. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Let's go. First matchup. Pits us against Congregate. So Schirru should do a number. We're going second. Step 1 of this deck is go second. Did I call Pella bad? No, but an Elven Pella is pretty bad because it's 2 more provisions for 1 more point. Now we've got Schirru, which is lovely. And again, we're going second. Our main agitator target is Gabor. We've got that. We've got Census. It's all going to plan, really. I think we can kick the Volunteers. Nice. We've got Agitator, Agitator, Circle, Circle. And then we could even a Neuromancy All God as well. Just all going to plan, mate. Does Milver need a buff? She could probably be 4 pace power. I don't think people would moan too much. But, like, this is the dream hand, right? You can't really argue with this. As soon as you're going first with this deck is when you're in trouble. That's why I've got Enchanted Armor in this list, because you just sort of accept that you're going to lose round 1 and just maximize your carryover with your stratagem. You just lose round 1 uneven, unfortunately. You just play all your carryover cards and hopefully resist the bleed in round 2 and then just have enough carryover for round 3. Definitely a deck you want to go second with. Casino Bouncers are the first play. Let's just go for a good honest Circle of Life. Onto Synthesis here. We're not going to buff Schirru because usually you would, right? But our Saboteurs can buff Schirru. So that's the advantage of having these cards in the deck. Like, if you have Schirru in hand, they become actually really, really good. You probably only want to buff him once with the Saboteur, admittedly, but you could just always mulligan one of them, right? You could buff your Ida, but she's probably just going to get clapped. Ida's just here as a Pella, as I say, that has the Elven tag. We could just run Pella and maybe change some provisions elsewhere, but I think this card makes sense. Whoa, what is this play from our opponent? I'm so confused. What is this play? This is so bad, it hurts. Honestly, guys, I'm in pain looking at this play from my opponent. Go All God, because it's the most carryover we can find. And with All God, you're normally going to want to target your immune units. But we're also going to go for our Sentinels for round 3 value. Wait. I was thinking I don't have Justice in this step, but of course I do. We could also, though, go for Volunteers to try and resist the bleed round 2. Have like a huge tempo play. I'm going to go for the Sentinels. I'm going to full greed it. What is this play from our opponent? I have no words. Our opponent is playing you an Alzur Congregation deck. It looks like it could be the case. And they saw me lead round 1, but not when you're going first. Definitely don't lead it going first. Leader going second, sure, I can get behind it. Rip All God, by the way. Gone but never forgotten. Okay, so this is their plan. Fine. It's not going to work. I mean, I kind of respect it. They're just going to pass now. But, I mean, they've used their full leader, so who really cares, right? They're just going to pass, correct? I mean, sure, you win the round on even. What a curious decision. Do we ever just Schirru and win? So we could Circle of Life, a 2, buff Schirru to 5, invest a leader charge. We could full leader and we could take it, right? This was just so unnecessary. They could have done this without using full leader, right? Like, that is what you're supposed to do against these carryover abuse decks. You're supposed to tempo out super quick. But not with your full leader, mate. That's just unnecessary. Ida's pretty useless here. Kicker. I guess we just ditch a Thunder. In hopes of finding a Saboteur. We just want to miss the Sentinels, right? Milva, nice. They did want an even. You kind of have to respect it. Seems like it's a little bit overkill, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm deluded. Maybe it was the motive. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Agitator on Gabor. I think we should probably just lead with Milva here, though. So she's going to get buffed off everything.
A superb specimen, truly.
Sherry's still at 3 is a little bit scary. Actually playing my deck in it. This probably should have been a rebuke, actually. There's no real reason not to have rebuked that. Because then it would put Forest Protector in. But we're always getting rid of that. There's no way we let that survive. That's why I ended up kicking Alzur from this deck, because it's just a meme. You need Alzur in decks where it's going to stick. And in Mill, it kind of feels like a meme, but you're already using Unicorn and Anira and Renew, whereas this deck, you're just shoehorning it in there, and you end up just running lots of special spell cards rather than crime cards, which makes the rest of your deck worse. Hey, we do be vibing, though. I like your name. Thanks for follow. Hey, Justice. Yeah, we're just going to go for Milva first. You could actually... No, we Circle of Life first, right? Now, I don't really want to buff Schirru, but we're going to. I mean, I'm anticipating our opponent to pass. Now they've got card advantage. I would see that as the play. We could Anira Justice here to try and stay ahead. But are we ever going to manage to stay ahead with such a hand? Probably not. So if we were to go for Agitator plus what else would do it? Agitator plus Justice. So we should just Justice now, right? Get it over and done with, I guess. They should have buffed Milva by 1 point. Orc support should hand buff humans. Yo, Laura, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Super kind. Okay. I think we should still play Milva here. Yo, Tia, what's up? Hope you're good. So yeah, this is not how you would usually expect it to go, losing on even. Fair play to our opponent. The line of play was wacky, but I mean, it did its job. I would say that if you're playing this, usually that's not going to happen if you're going second. Someone's going to tempo so hard. Especially because a lot of the precision strike decks on ladder at the moment are actually devotion. And would just punish this play hard. Opponent is deciding. Rather ominous. In comes Furco, the sculptor. We're not quite uninteractive yet because we've still got to play this agitator, but Milva means that it's enough. And now we're completely uninteractive for the rest of the round, right? So our sentinels, let's not forget we do have those available and ready until our sentinels come out. I mean, we've also got... But if we have to, we can lead. I mean, Schirru's not looking great. I think Circle of Life maybe should have just gone on one of these. Also, we can play Gabor for carryover in the front row, but he will lose his boost, so he'll just play for 5 carryover. It's an option. Uh-oh. Weird. Very, very weird from our opponent. Which I think they can see that they have made, in fact, a grave error. Now, we've still got 2 leader pings. Get in. We've still got Schirru. Do we want to buff Schirru to 7? Probably not. We're going to kick the Sentinel first, though. Ida. I miss Forest Protector. This card sucks, but it is what it is. Card does suck quite a lot. Really sucks a lot, actually. Maybe we should have kept the Saboteur and gone Schirru to 7. Could have been something quite interesting. I suppose she could remove one of the Scarabs, which means we could just thunder one of them. It's not that bad, honestly. Ida's okay. So previously I was using my Hack'em Horn as well, but that was just getting heat waved, unfortunately. And Ida basically takes the provisions of that card instead. It's not ideal, but it does a job still. Portal, which was safe for this long. Interesting. Will be a nice Schirru target. We'll just get Synthesis down. We're not going to heat wave. We're not going to thunder. I mean, we've got nothing to really give vitality to. So a nice play from our opponent would be Alzur here. But we could just Schirru for it. I don't really think we'll get... These aren't going to get that tall either, though. But Alzur... Sorry, Azar. Azar. I mean, we could just take it now, right? This is my deck we're playing against, can you believe? I think we just take it now. We're in pro rank, but we're like lower down in pro rank. Pretty low down in pro rank, to be completely honest. And now my opponent's deck is very reactive. It has lots of assaults and pretty good funds and excommunications and pacts, as you can see. Pact's pretty nice for us because we can just rebuke this. How do you get to rank? It's rank 0, so you just keep ranking up. And then when you're at rank 1, if you complete the mosaic with rank 1, you go to rank 0. But you need to accept the terms and conditions before you do so. Otherwise, you stay at rank 1. So in the settings, there's like accept pro rank rules and regulations. Doesn't really make it very obvious. And our opponent's officially discarding cards. Let's go. So this is what you're trying to achieve with your immunity. Your opponent just discards cards and wastes points. More cards being discarded. And again, this is where Ida sucks, right? We would just much rather have a spell card here. Not that a spell card does that much either. But obviously, if our opponent was actually playing cards of value. But look, Triss as well. Not doing anything, mate. I mean, I guess we still play this. We could full leader here, and I guess we just full leader, right? And give vitality to something. Problem is it takes away from our heatwave value because then Yennefer comes in. Last card's probably going to be Unicorn as well, I'm pretty sure. So we should Ida. Let's just full leader, right? Maybe I should have buffed one of these up. Wait until opponents see who they're up against. I mean, it is my deck, right? So it's got to be someone that we know. Here comes the unicorn in the back row, which is fortunately just in time for our sentinels not to be pulled. I was expecting Yennefer to be the next play. Heatwave comes in, and it's a dub by quite a distance. GG to our opponent. Who was it? Is it someone we know? We recognise? Slim. GG Slim. Look, yeah, I mean, my Square Tail MI is down in the dumpster, unfortunately. This probably says a lot about my deck that we just played against. But yeah. There's Immunity Schirru. I need to go to the loot. Ah! Sod it, I'll keep recording. I'll just have to edit the video. It is what it is. Imagine having to edit a video and not do it. Keep the loo part in. Oh, that's going to be scintillating. Let me link you this deck. We're going second again. Easy. Save 5. Kick the Sentinel. Is there ever a moment we keep the Sentinel to buff it? Not really. And let's kick the Volunteer. Actually, Volunteers are the only dwarf target we have. Let's kick a Thunder here. Volunteers are only dwarf. So if we were to have Agitators, we've missed quite a lot of good thinning cards here, but it's better to spend a Rebuke first, because then that just opens up Forest Protector for the next round, right? Rather than a Thunder. When we mulligan to Thunder, I guess. Kind of regretting that decision. We're always losing round 1 anyway here, so it doesn't matter. We just want to get as much thinning as we can. As much carryover as we can, rather. So we could Justice for carryover, but it's kind of trolling. Also, like, hitting this feels kind of bad. I think we're just going to play All God.
A superb specimen.
Let's follow Nomad.
Truly.
Right, and what are we buffing? Usually you would go Schirru. I think you just have to go Schirru, right? Because we don't get him in hand, otherwise we're just never getting him buffed. Let's go for Gabor. Let's risk it. And 1 Sentinel. Probably should always just buff 2 Sentinels. Was Mill any good? Oh, Graceless. Yeah. Really good. I'm going to be uploading it tonight. When I finish the stream, I'll try and get it uploaded this evening. If not for tomorrow morning. Depends when we end the stream, I guess. But probably going to upload it this evening, the first episode. I did 3 episodes of it. It was that good. I'm a new Gwent player, and I don't know what deck build. Got to rank 25 with standard monster. What class would you suggest me to focus on? I am a big fan of Northern Realms, but I'm biased because I'm a fanboy of that faction. Mate, let's just play for carryover, right? Let's just Justice out an Agitator. So I would recommend Northern Realms, but I think if you're enjoying monsters, stick to monsters. With your card kegs, just focus on that one faction. Just open like monster faction kegs. Pretty sure you can do that. If monsters is your vibe, I should probably try and make some videos of like cards to craft for each faction for beginners. If that interests you, I should probably kind of do some beginner videos. I've never done them. Okay, I think I'm gonna play this Archer here because we can damage both these by 1, and it's quite threatening. Also opens up our circle. So Yeah, we can circle. Buff one of these, and it also just improves our odds. We don't really mind if any of these. Well, card for Squirtle is a must-have. I would say like the first card to just craft, or any faction is just a Neuromancy. Just get a Neuromancy. The card's so overpowered, it's a joke. Like this card is just instantly your best card in any deck. So I would say a Neuromancy. But if you're talking just Squirtle, I would say get Justice, Novigradian Justice, and Volunteers. It's kind of broken. It's a 13-point play that thins your deck twice. It's really good. Yeah, we've got an Evil Eye. AA is way better than Nero. It's not though, is it? Because a Nero is better. Because you can play a Nero into it, right? You play a Nero and you can play AA. You can't do it the other way around. So instantly, a Neuromancy is just as good as Assault, because if Assault's in your deck, a Neuromancy can play it, right? You see what I'm saying here? Like, yeah, Assault is more points, but also you can play, if a Neuromancy is in your deck, and an Assault's in your deck, a Neuromancy could play Assault and any other card. So therefore, Neuromancy is still better than Assault. Right? That makes sense. It's my logic. Would you agree with my logic? It's kind of risky. Our opponent could pass, but little do they know, right? They're not going to pass. They pass, they pass. You should never pass against the Schirru deck. This is a super greedy circle, though. Don't do it! No! Okay. God damn. I mean, we could lead her. Yikes. That is a huge yikes. Honestly, we might still win. As soon as we lead her, we lose this game. That's a yikes. Not gonna lie to you. That's a bit of a stinker moment. Okay. This card's doing nothing. ATM. Also, Schirru's already at 5, right? So we should probably just kick this card. It's a nice dry pass card, though. If our opponent fancies the long round, which they probably don't. Oh, Elves. That's the deck I want to play, actually. Foggy, thanks for reminding me. I want to play some Dwarfs, some Aglace. I want to play some Elves. There's quite a lot you can do in Squirtle, actually. Shame you obviously didn't get actual value off this, but I'm missing a lot of good cards. Forest Protector, obviously Schirru, Gabor. Some really important cards for us here. Gabor particularly because it's like gonna help us get our volunteers down. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Don't draw the Sentinel, please. Okay. I mean, we found Schirru, we found Forest Protector, so we found Gabor. We've got pretty much everything, right? Defender's a bit of a pain for if our opponent has Defender, but what can you do? So we just didn't... Oh, we go Milva first. The Milva, Gabor, Synthesis. We're unitless apart from the Forest Protector and the Volunteers, right? You don't have enough stuff to craft new cards. Right. I would definitely try and get a Neuromancy potentially first. But if you're playing... I mean, maybe not. Maybe you get Justice first. But you can use a Neuromancy in every faction. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, that scared me. It was only a firework. Or some sort of bomb. Or some sort of bomb, mate. I actually thought it was lightning. If I'm honest. Joachim. Where am I from? Take a guess. Prediction? You fancy having a prediction where I'm from? That sounds like a lot of fun. Bristol? Not from Bristol. I am from the UK, yes. But am I Scottish? Or not? That's the question. London. Manchester. Not from Manchester. I'm from the south of England. London is kind of close. Pretty much spot on, to be fair. I'm outside London. Is Winchester a place? Yes, it is, mate. Winchester is a place. Luton. Yeah, not far from Luton. I'm in between Cambridge and London. Essex boy. That's actually incorrect. I'm not an Essex boy. I'm actually from Hertfordshire, so have some respect. Wales is a country, yes, can confirm. This card's a pain, innit? This card is a pain, innit? How's a man supposed to Schirru? Ah! If only I had a way of getting rid of Kahir! Ah! How many leader pings have we got here? 5 damage. We'll put this to 6. Milver buff. Oh no! Ah, they left. What's just happened? What has just happened? Oh my goodness! The Milver buff, but the opponent was oh no! What is going on today, mate? Gwent, what are you doing to me, sunshine? Thing is, Kahir's not even that good. You won the mind game? True. Oh no. Mate! Alright, game 3. I'm recording for YouTube video, guys, as well. Right, what's going on? I was already recording. We just move. And because I went to the toilet, I've already got to edit it, so we can just put that moment at the front, but without the forfeit.
A shark out of water's still got its teeth.
Game 3. Unreal. Somehow we're always going second. Love to see it. And we've actually got the Varad Saboteur Schirru combo. Do we buff once? Or do we buff twice, chat? Thoughts? The taunt scared him. I can't believe that happened. What a joke.
I'm no beggar. I'm an artist. We've lived in isolation for 2 bloody
It's not our ideal target, I'll be honest. 5 is usually a nice number for Schirru against the Passy, but honestly, I think we're going twice, right? It would be rude not to. It would be rude not to, mate. Early as are. Suits us. Does have Passy, but now Passy's 3rd chapter is the Peach or the Sly Seductress, whichever way around it is, I can't remember. Sure at 7. I was going to say sure at 7's nice for Saul, but I think I'm going to go 7, honestly. It'd be rude not to, right? It really would be rude not to. And I am still going to go for the agitator here because our opponent's not going to pass. after us playing an agitator, so we may as well just take the carryover. Obviously, I'd rather this be on Gabor, so it's immune carryover, but... So we still got 2 circles and all God left, but like, look at this. 4 provision carryover cards coming in clutch. These cards are broken. Carryover for 4 provisions is absolutely ridiculous. Do not get it twisted. Like, as bad as this card is, if ever there's a deck for it, it's the immune Schirru deck. This card, by the way, is not bad. It's actually really good. The problem is you just don't have good targets for it. But Schirru is an elf, so I does kind of make sense too in these decks. That's us done. That's us done. We can't stay in this round anymore. Schirru at 7, ready to go. We're going to kick the volunteers because we've got a Justice that's playing for 12. 17 points. Wow. It's not terrible. We'd love to find all God on the dry pass. And Neuromancy, that is all God. Let's go. It's also a heat wave for the Passiflora if we want it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. It's all going well. All God comes in. Okay. I mean, like, obviously you want to buff your immunity, but realistically we should just play safe, right? We should just go bang, bang, bang. Imagine if you could damage your own units with this card. Now, what I'm pretty sure you can do is if you Neuromancy into a Circle of Life, it actually gives you a random hand buff. But obviously, we had to Neuromancy for All God. Okay, nice. This is really good. I think we just kick Ida, right? We just got all this removal instead. What are we missing? Milva, Forest Protector. I kind of just think we just keep this hand. Like, Milva's not that good, really. We could still play Milva or Forest Protector. I think we keep this hand. There's too many bricks, right? There's Volunteers and Sentinels. We just end up bricking. Now the question is, do we value Milva over Forest Protector? So a point slam rebuke play. But it's also points that our opponent can interact with versus like, they're already interacting with Justice. But we could play Justice as our last card, right? Justice plus full leader, and then we're completely uninteractable before then. But how many points is Milva actually playing for? Milva plays for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. This is just more, but it's interactable points. Let's go for Milva. Should we just go for it? It's funny, isn't it? Golden Hairbrush says Milva. I'm sold. Didn't need much convincing. I'm pretty sure it's incorrect. We should have just gone for Forest Protector, but this is fine. We'll take the Circle as well. Not on Schirru. No! Oh, no! Oh, what a stinker play. What am I doing, chat? So we have to now Schirru after Justice. I guess we could just not play Gabor yet. I think we Heatwave this still, right? We still Heatwave this. Is that true? Do we Heatwave this? We want to get rid of this more, right? Then again, it's Schirru target 7. Yo, Naski. This is a bit awkward, I'll be honest. We can get this to 7, right? Maybe we're just Schirruing at 6. Ooh. So, we play to Synthesis, right? This goes to 6, 5. Then we play another card. We play Schirru next turn. They'll both be at 6. Fortunately, Milva's going to be at 5. Could have been awkward. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, nice shield. How can I get past the shield? Wah! Thank you. See you later, alligator in a wild crocodile. Look at the rest of this hand. Oh dear. It's so disgraceful. I have no regrets about playing Milva either. I'm going to throw it out there. We could leader this, but I think we just hold on. Whoa. Okay then. COC is cheat. I was also thinking of using the Serpent Trap in this deck. That when they play a special card, it kills their tallest unit. This is a bit scary, I'll be honest. Because Syndicate doesn't always want to interact with us. They can self-poison as well. They still haven't got the ship out, which seems like it's trolling. But like, look at all the deck buffs as well. Oh my god. All are up. Nice. Yeah, nice, mate. Nice play. I mean, that's trolling. I just wasted a point. I should be hitting this, right? That is trolling. Wasted a point for no reason. Fist tech. Actually, it's good, because now they can't double fist tech themselves. Come on. Come on. We need to be able to get... Oh, they just pause. They just give up. Let's show them. Let's go. And we had the 4 strength sentinels as well. Let's go. No GG coming for me. I don't care, mate. I don't want it. All right, guys. That's Immunity Schirru. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy the deck. I am running out of decks to play. All right. So if you've got any ideas, please let me know. Appreciate you guys watching the video. If you want to see more, we can do that. If you want to see more competitive, like less memey Schirru, we can do that. Obviously, like a week to the expansion, so just trying to keep bringing you some new stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. Shout out to the Twitch stream for chilling with me, entertaining me. Some funny games. Adios!